Hi, welcome to QA Scripts. In this video, we will work with Auto IT. Before knowing how to work with, let us try to understand what is Auto IT and how to install in the system and how to use Auto IT scripts in Selenium WebDriver. As each one know, Selenium WebDriver is a open source web-based application automation tool. What it means? It means that whatever the applications we can access using web browsers, they are going to call as web applications. So there are two different applications. One is Windows based, another one is web based. Windows based applications such as calculator. Let me open calculator first. Here is the calculator. This does not need internet to be connected. It does not need any servers to be integrated. This is completely installed in the Windows desktop and we can perform any actions. Those actions will be actively performed only in this application. There is no need of saving those actions into somewhere in the service or shared servers. But when it comes to web based, here the actions or activities what we are going to perform, it will going to interact with the servers sitting somewhere using internet, and the response will come back and the result will be displayed out here. The Selenium WebDriver is very good tool to handle the web based objects or applications. In the sense, it can use to automate, to click on links, buttons or some other objects and automate the functionality of web-based applications. But when it comes to Windows-based, it does not support. Now, in real time, there will be some scenarios where we need to handle with Windows-based applications or Windows-based objects. Let us look at a website called SendSpace. Here we have a option to upload a file. When I click on browse button, I'll be able to see a window or pop-up. This pop-up or window is not from the application. This is from Windows. So the objects such as file name or open button or cancel button are not going to identified by Selenium WebDriver because these are all Windows based objects. But think that you have one or two scenarios in your application you need to automate without missing. For example, if you take Facebook, where you can upload photos, you can download photos. Whereas if you take Gmail, if you want to attach some attachments, at that time the Windows based objects will be coming up. So you need to automate this kind of scenario as well. How to automate? To automate Windows objects, we have another tool called Auto IT. Auto IT is a freeware basic like scripting language designed for automating Windows GUI and general scripting. So Auto IT is another tool. It's also freeware and it's very useful to automate Windows based application or Windows GUI applications. Let us use this Auto IT and let us write script to enter file path as well as click on open button. So what actually here we need to do is we need to specify path of a file. It may be any file. Let us use Excel file in our case. So here we need to specify Excel sheet path, then click on open button. As soon as we enter the file path and click on open, here the path will be appeared. Let us try to do it manually first, then we can automate same steps using Auto IT as well as Selenium WebDriver. Here I have a Excel sheet, that is participants feedback form, and this I have selected, and when I click on open, this will start uploading the file. So this is what I would like to automate. Let us see how to write a Auto IT script to perform these actions. If you want to work with Auto IT, first Auto IT must be installed in your system. How to install Auto IT? You can use official website of Auto IT, that is autoitscript.com. After navigating, click on downloads. Once you click on downloads, here you'll be able to see download Auto IT button. As soon as you click on download Auto IT button, an exe will be downloading. Here I have already downloaded, hence let me not continue to download. After downloading, an exe will be downloaded to your system. You need to double click on exe and install the Auto IT in your system by clicking next on the install Auto IT wizard. After installation completion, let us try to write one script to handle pop-ups like file download. Here I would like to enter file path and click on open button. To do this, first we need to use a simple command of Auto IT, that is win wait. As name suggests, win for window and wait is going to wait for some particular moment or window. Here I am saying win wait for the window having name as file upload. If you look at the name of this window, it is file upload. Again, the name of this particular window may change from browser to browser. Let us see what will be the window name in Chrome. Here I have used sendspace.com in Chrome. Let me click on browse button. When I click on browse button, the window is getting opened with name called open. So in case of Chrome it is open. In case of Firefox it is file upload. So based upon the browser, the name of window is going to change. While writing the script, we should look at what is the what is the window name we are going to work on. So here I am writing Auto IT script to enter file path in Firefox. Hence I will use file upload as a name of window. So here in the double inverted comma I have given file upload, so that this particular command will wait for the window having name called file upload get opens. After that I have used one more command called win active. As name suggests, this command or method will activate the file upload. In reality, most of the time we will be opening lot of different browsers. Hence the focus may somewhere in the different applications. If I want to check and get the focus, here I have to use a method called winActive, so that the file which is having name as file upload, sorry, the window which is having a file upload name will get activated. Then I have used another method called sleep, and here I am giving 1000, so that it is going to wait for 1 or 2 seconds. Here the time is going to take as milliseconds. The next task is I have to enter the file path. Since this object is edit and class would be edit, so by taking that in the context, here I have used one more method called control set text. As name suggests, it is going to set the text in a edit field. How exactly this edit field is getting identified? Very simple. Here first I need to tell what window it is. In the sense, the name of window I have to specify. In case of Firefox, the window name is file upload. So hence I have given as a first parameter for the method called control set text. Second parameter, just leave it null, and in the third parameter we have to tell what object we would like to identify. So here the class of this object, that is file name, is edit. So we are going to consider this as a edit, and we are going to mention here class colon edit. And suppose in some of the windows there may be more than one edit fields. So at that time script will get confused. To avoid that, we have to specify what is the instance. So usually the instance will be 1 for first object, 2 for second object, and so on. As of now we have only one edit field. Let's give instance as 1. Then here at the fourth parameter I am trying to pass the path of my Excel sheet. The Excel sheet is participants feedback form, and this Excel sheet is present in a folder called training under D drive. So the entire path here I have given with extension, file extension as well. So this particular path will get entered here by AutoIT script. Then I am trying to wait for a few seconds. I have used one more command called control click. As name suggests, this will click on object. So what object I would like to click? I would like to click on open object. So what is the class name? The class name is button here. This is edit field, hence the class is edit, whereas the object open is a button, hence class name is nothing but button. Let us use the same concept here. The first parameter for control click of method is file upload, that is the name of window. The second parameter is null. This is the syntax we have to follow for method called control click. This method is from AutoIT. Don't get confused whether this method is from Selenium WebDriver or AutoIT. In Selenium WebDriver we don't have any method called control click, and to click on any object in Selenium WebDriver we were using a method called dot click, something like driver dot find element by dot id or xpath dot click. But here we don't use that kind of syntax, because the scripting language what we are going to follow here is almost like a basic, whereas in Selenium WebDriver there we have followed Selenium Java, core Java for scripting. We have used core Java for scripting. So here what I was explaining, first we need to consider the name of a window, that is file upload. Then I need to click on this button. So here I am going to pass what is the class of that particular object. So class is nothing but button. So this open is a button. So here we have given class as button, and if it is something else we need to specify what is that class. Then we need to specify this instance. For example, here we have two different buttons, two different objects having class as buttons. One is open and cancel. As I explained, the instance is going to take it 1 for the first object and 2 for the second object. Here the sequence, if you consider this sequence, the position of open is at the first and cancel is at the second. Hence let us use instance as 1. Here I have given instance as 1 so that it will click on open button. Then I have used sleep command to wait for few seconds. Entire this script we have to save it as a file with the extension called .au3. Let me save it as Firefox Auto IT, and the file name should be .au3. So this file having extension AU3 will get identified Auto IT software. I am going to save this file in training folder. Let me click on save and let me open training folder. Here is the file what we have created, that is Firefox Auto, and extension is .au3. Usually if Auto IT is already installed in your system, the file will have an icon as upward arrow mark, that is Auto IT icon. If your system does not have Auto IT installed before creating this AU3 file, then file will not be having icon of this file Auto IT. Now we need to compile this file manually because we don't have facility to compile by compiler. We are not going to use any compiler to compile this particular file. How to compile this Auto IT file is very simple. You need to right click on file. Here there will be one option called compile script. Of course there will be two more compile scripts based upon the OS, but in general you can click on compile scripts. If there are no errors in script, this file will get compiled and it will create one more file with a .exe extension. Let me click on compile. Now the file has got compiled and it has got created one more file called Firefox Auto IT with the same name, but the extension here is different, that is application. Let me right click and go to properties. So here what is the extension of compiled file is .exe. So this is nothing but executable files. Let me execute. If I double click, what happens? Here I have a file upload window, and inside the Firefox Auto IT exe we have written to identify this entire window, then enter file name and click open. So if I double click, it should perform those actions. I'm trying to do it manually because I want to make sure the auto IT script is working fine. Later I can integrate this script, or I can call this file in Selenium WebDriver, and I can make the automation script to enter file name and click OK. As of now, I'll try to do it manually so that it's going to be confirmed the auto IT file or the script what I have created is going to work fine. Let me double click. It is identified and entered the data and clicked on OK button. Hence, there is no file upload window. Instead of that, the file whatever I have given has been selected and clicked on open. Hence, the file is displaying here, that is participants feedback form. It means the auto IT script what I have written is working fine manually. Now it's a time to create one script that is Selenium script and call this auto IT file. I have created one simple class called auto IT paste having main method in it, and I have created object called driver using Firefox driver class and WebDriver interface, and I have used driver.get method and passed the URL called sendspace.com, and here I am trying to print out some of the messages and the current URL. Then I will click on browse button. So here is the browse button and it's getting identified by ID. Let me try to identify the element locators by using Firebug. When I use Firebug and try to identify the element locators, the browse button is getting identified by ID, that is upload file. So here I have used driver dot find element by dot ID and passed the browser ID here, and directly I have used a method called dot click so that it will click on browse button. So till clicking on browse button, it's all web-based objects. Hence I have automated using Selenium WebDriver to launch the browser, place the URL called sendspace.com and click on browse button. So this is the simple script. It will perform all the actions what I have explained. Now after clicking browse button, as we know, it will open a window with a name called file upload, and this is Windows based application, or the objects are related to window, not to the web application. Hence we need to call the auto IT scripts to enter file name and click on open. We have already written one auto IT file, that is Firefox auto IT. Let us call this file. To call this, we should know the path of this particular file. Let me check what is the path. The path of this particular auto IT file is D drive and training. So here I am going to specify the path of auto IT in my script. To do that, we need to use one important method. To call auto IT file, we need to use one important method, that is runtime. The method name is runtime, and this is a class called runtime. This is coming from the package java.lang. So after this class, we need to type dot, and there is a one more method called get runtime. So this is a method, whereas runtime is a class. So after using get runtime method, type dot, and there will be one more method called exec, means execute exe. Use that, and here it will ask some parameter. The parameter what we need to pass here is the path of auto-it files. Here the path of auto-it file is nothing but D drive and auto-it file with a extension called .exe. Let me type it here in my Eclipse. This is the complete path of Firefox auto-it.exe. Since Java accepts the path with the double slash, let me change from single slash to double slash. Hence there are no errors now. Please remember, most of the people, when I say pass the path of auto-it, by mistake they will pass the path of file such as Excel sheet. That is what we would like to upload here. So usually people will pass the path of Excel sheet. Please don't pass the path of Excel sheet. Here we need to pass the path of auto-it file, that is the Firefox auto-it.exe file. Inside the auto-it, that is Firefox auto-it file, we have given the file path of my Excel. Here there is a command called control set text. For that method I am giving the file of Excel sheet, the file path of Excel sheet. So as soon as I execute this script, first it will launch the browser and navigates to send space URL, and it will click on browse button, that is browse button. After clicking on browse button, it will open the file upload window. Here I am calling auto-it exe. This auto-it exe as the scripts to activate, then enter the file path, that is participants feedback form.excel sheet inside the edit field, and there is another method to click on open button, so that it will enter the file path, then it will click on open. As soon as it click on open, here the file will be displaying. Let us try to execute this piece of code and understand how it will work. Let's start executing this piece of code. Here the execution is started. The Firefox browser got launched, and now it is navigating to sendspace.com application, and it got browse button, it got clicked on browse button and entered the path in a file upload window and clicked on open button. Hence the file upload window has disappeared, and the file what I have the file path what I have entered inside the file name edit field, that file is appearing here. It means it has successfully handled the Windows based objects, and we have automated the scenario called upload file. Like this, you can use auto-it to handle Windows based applications such as download windows, upload windows, so and so, using auto-it along with Selenium WebDriver. So in Selenium WebDriver, you can call the exe by using class called runtime. Another one is method called get runtime and exe. By using this, we can call any exes. Remember, the auto-it file or script what I have created is only for file upload window. If window name is different, you have to specify that particular window based upon the browser. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubts or questions, you can contact us using mail IDs, that is info@qascripts.com, or another mail ID is qascripts25@gmail.com. You can also call us using number 8095916908. Thank you again for watching this video.